Chapter 10. You Yoas won't behave yourselves. Furnace leaned down towards Ember and Flame and dodged on them both. Especially you, Flamius. Me? Why me? Because I know myself, your father, and you as well. Ember giggled slightly as Flame hung his head in embarrassment. Hearing Ember's laugh made him perk up, though. Make us proud, Marla nuzzled Ember. And don't give Spyro too much of a hard time. I promise, Ember nodded sincerely. The two elders looked up to face Theodore and the other guardians. Take care of yourselves. Marla rubbed her snout on Theodore's chin. As should you. Theodore nodded proudly. We look forward to hearing from all of you soon. Voltaire bobbed his head politely. Look after our young ones. Fun smiled as he bowed to them. Then he looked at Spyro and Cinder. May the best of luck be upon you two, Spyro and Cinder. Thank you very much. Spyro smiled up at the old dragon. Have a safe journey, Cinder piped up. We will. Marla and Furnace turned to their groups and roared to signal the groups to take off. Almost immediately the sky was darkened as a cloud of dragons took to the air. Everyone coughed as the dust choked them. After the wind settled down, they watched as the dragons slowly disappeared over the horizon. When they were out of sight, Theodore, Voltaire, and Serial all retreated to the city temple, leaving the young dragons to their own devices. So, Spyro, Amber turned and gave him a flirtatious stare. I was wondering if you were busy at all and wanted to go out. Sorry, Amber, but I already had plans with Cinder. Cinder felt bad about turning her down, but was glad he was being truthful. Too bad. Amber shrugged, trying to hide her disappointment. She turned and walked past Flame. The fire bade the watch she headed for the hills before taking off after her. Cinder narrowed her eyes at Amber as she walked away before heading back and sat with Spyro beside her. Amber, are you okay? Flame asked when she had finally come to stop at the top of the tallest hill. Of course. Why would you ask such a thing? Amber replied without trying to look at him. Well, call it a hunch, but you really seemed like you wanted to be with Spyro back there. Flame sat down next to her, but made sure he wasn't too close. Amber sighed. Yeah, I had an idea for an activity to do with Spyro, but if he has other plans for us, then I won't force myself on him. I'd feel pretty bad if those plans were very important. But Spyro isn't a guardian, Flame pointed out. What plans could he have? No offense, Flame, but can't we change the subject? Amber gave him a hurt look, and Flame immediately felt guilty. After another moment of silence, Flame turned to her again. Hey, Amber? Yes? She turned to face him and Flame's cheeks burned. I was just sort of, curious. Saying her was making his heart race and his thoughts jumbled. Amber raised her brow at him. Flame took a deep breath and breathed a small toot of fire before continuing. I know that technically we're supposed to be competing each other to become guardian, but I was hoping that you and I could be friends, rather than enemies. Amber's eyes widened slightly. Then she smiled. Flame, I never thought of you as an enemy, but I would be glad to be your friend any day. Really? Big grin spread across his mouth. Of course, Amber nodded. I love making new friends. Flame wanted to leap for joy, but restrained himself. He can't believe that she really wanted to be his friend. The two sat in silence for a long time. They watched the clouds roll across the sky. Again, Flame broke the silence. So, Amber, would you be willing to tell me about yourself? Flame glanced at her out the corner of his eye. He was trying to keep her cheeks from burning red. Only if you tell me about you in return, Amber flamed. Flame and Amber walked back to the temple cast together side by side. Flame was content to be by her side if nothing more. Their conversations ended up leading to talks about Spyro. Flame couldn't bring himself to try and discourage Amber from going on and on about the purple dragon. He merely counted his blessings that he had gone an entire day alone with the beautiful dragoness of his dreams. Do you think that you can really get Spyro to fall for you? Flame asked, trying his best not to sound offended. I'm certain I can Spyro to fall in love with me. Amber turned to him with determination burning in her light red eyes. I knew he was meant to be mine the moment I laid eyes on him. But how can you be certain? Flame asked, trying his best to divert her attention again. I mean, what about Cinder? She seems to be really close to Spyro, and she probably knows him better than anyone else. She's just got more time around him than me. Amber's torn and smoke shut from her nostrils. I'm sure if I had more time around Spyro, I would know him just as well, if not better. And furthermore, her voice trailed off. She looked over Flame's shoulder at the trees behind him. What? What is it? Flame glanced from her to the grove. I thought I saw something. Ember's going to try and get a better look. Wait here, Flame said as Marge over to the edge of the grove of trees. He looked around the bush to see if anything was obviously amiss before venturing in a little more. Nothing moved except Flame's heart, which thumped loudly against his chest. The fire breather lifted his nose to the air. There was a slight odor to the air, like it was sour and bitter at the same time. Flame slowly started to turn around, keeping his eyes on the woods behind him. As he emerged back in the sunlight, Ember was waiting for him anxiously. "Did you see anything?" Flame shook his head. "Didn't see a thing." He continued to look back over his shoulder at the trees. "What did you see?" "I'm not sure. It may have just been a bird or something. It's probably no big deal." Flame thought to himself. "Come on, Flame, loosen up." She gave him a bubbling shove to the hips and accidentally knocked him off balance. "It's getting late. We should get back to sea before it gets dark." "Yeah, sure." Flame blushed. He can't believe he had just done something that he was almost certain she would have done to Spyro. He smiled, not complaining at all. He got to his feet and chased after her back towards the steel walls. They didn't notice a pair of ruby eyes watching in front of the tree trunks where Flame had neglected to look. Amber woke up early the next morning. She had been unable sleeping mode, which annoyed her. She had been in the middle of a wonderful dream about her and Spyro, which was thoroughly enjoying. She got off her pop cushions and walked to the balcony. The sun was ready to rise off in the distance, but hadn't yet come up over the horizon. Ember yawned and stretched her wings out before gliding down from her balcony. She soared over to the water wall where the moles were going around in the morning patrols. As she neared the wall, one of the guards waved her down. "Where are you off to so early, little Bessie?" he asked when she landed. "I couldn't sleep." Ember yawned again, showing her teeth. "I just thought I'd go for a little more early morning flight. He said it would make me off and let me fall asleep easier when I came back." "Very well," Ed nodded. "But just keep your wits about you and be careful." "I will. Thank you." Ember bowed and took off over the cedar wall. She flew across the hills at a slow pace, beating her wings only when she drove too close to the damp ground. She was passing by the grove of trees where she and Flame had been the previous day. She landed and shivered at the touch of cold dew on the bottom of her feet. Thankfully, the ground was dry as she entered the forest. She hadn't gone more than a few yards when she heard a twig snap and a rust in the bushes. "Who's there?" she cried defensively. She looked around and saw nothing. In a few leaps off the forest floor, Ember's eyes drifted up. Sitting in the canopy was a dragon. Its skin was an almost neon green and yellow. It had blood red eyes, bright red-orange barb on the end of its tail. The dragon covered itself with its wings when Ember appeared more closely at it. "Who are you?" she asked, and she took a few cautious steps towards it. "Have you been watching us?"
"Yes,"
the dragon hissed.
"But I was hoping for the purple one you call Spyro."
He peeked out slightly from behind his wing. "Spyro?" Ember glared and took a defensive stance. "What do you want with Spyro?"
"I'm lost and have no way of knowing where I am,"
the dragon whimpered. "You're lost?" Ember relaxed and immediately felt guilty for being so aggressive. "Well, maybe I can help you." The dragon paused for a moment.
"Perhaps you can help me."
Ember raised a brow. "She just said that."
"Do you know your way to the Silver River from here?"
The dragon continued. I don't." Ember shook her head. Didn't you remember what she and Flame had been talking about the previous day? Spyro had told Flame that he had been to the enchanted forest at the end of the Silver River before. "But I can get Spyro's help if you'd like."
"You would do that for me?"
"What kind of grand would I be if I didn't help someone in need?" Ember nodded with a smile.
"You are too kind."
Draken moved his wing aside so Ember could see his broad head and twist the horns.
"I only ask one more favor. Do not tell anyone about me. If word were to reach my people that I asked for help, they would surely banish me."
Ember was shocked at this sort of news, but she agreed to the terms nonetheless. She made her way towards the edge of the trees before taking it back towards the city. Spyro yawned as he rubbed the sleep out of his eyes. He looked aside to see Cinder still asleep. She had spent the last 2 nights with him outside the ball. Spyro's mom draped a wing over her. The time they had spent together in the past couple days had been almost magical. After about 10 minutes, Cinder's eyes cracked open. "Good morning," Spyro whispered nods to her cheek. Cinder cooed softly and got to her feet. She stretched and Spyro heard her joints pop. "Did you sleep well?" "Of course," she replied. "I always seem to sleep better next to you." Spyro blushed. Then there was a knock on the door. Both heads turned to see a mouse in the doorway.
"You have a visitor,"
he announced to walk back around the corner.
"He is awake, miss."
His voice came from around the corner. "Thank you." Cinder recognized the voice. Her eyes narrowed as Ember walked around the corner. Spyro? I was wondering if you could. She stopped when she saw Spyro. Oh, I didn't realize you had company. Clearly, Cinder muttered between clenched teeth. Ember looked from Cinder to Spyro, then back to Cinder. Cinder, can I see you a second? Ember gestured towards the hallway. Cinder was a little surprised by this, but followed Ember out, leaving Spyro to wonder what was going on. What do you think you're doing here? Cinder, it's not what you think it is. Ember protested, trying her best to keep her voice down. Not what I think it is. Cinder snapped, rather insulted by the remark. How stupid you think I am? I know you're just looking for an opportunity to take Spyro from me. But I have news for you, Ember. I won't let you. That's not what this is about. Ember tried to get Cinder to lower her voice. I need Spyro's help with something. Well, more like someone else needs Spyro's help with something, but they asked me to fetch him for them. Well, why can't they get him themselves? Cinder raised a suspicious brow. Ember hung her head. I'm sorry, but they made me swear an oath of secrecy, and I don't break promises. Cinder's eyes were filled with distrust, and Ember saw it. She sighed and leaned up to look Cinder in the eyes. If it will help put your mind at ease, I will promise not to try anything with Spyro for the entire day. How can I be sure you're not just tricking me? Ember sighed and moved closer to Cinder. You see this pendant? It was left for me by my mother before she died. It's my most precious possession. If I don't keep my promise, you can keep it. Cinder was shocked. No, I couldn't do such a thing. Not even if it meant the chance of losing Spyro. I mean it. Ember said, took another step closer. I'll keep my promise to you for the day and not lay a single paw on Spyro. Cinder looked unsure of herself. At last she reached up and knocked the pendant from Ember's neck. Thank you, Cinder, for trusting me enough. Ember looked heartbroken as she walked into Spyro's room. The black dragons watched her and looked down at the pendant. She felt like she had her heart ripped right out of her. Her attention was grabbed when Spyro exited his room, followed closer by Ember. Cinder hit the pendant on her wing so Spyro couldn't see it. Sorry, Cinder, but Ember says she needs me to help someone. I understand, Cinder said, looking sadly at the floor. Are you okay? Spyro cocked his head awkwardly at her. I'm fine, Cinder light. Blood dug into his purple eyes. Just hurry back. Please. I will. Spyro nodded and continued down the hall. Ember paused in front of Cinder. Take care of her for me. I'll guard it with my life. Cinder nodded. Ember gave a half smile and quickly followed up to Spyro. So why can't you tell me who this person is? Spyro asked as he and Ember sort of a city wall. I promised that I wouldn't, Ember said over the woods of the wind. I'm sure once they meet you, they'll be more than willing to explain. Alright, I trust you, Spyro shrugged. He followed Ember to the edge of the woods on the eastern side of the city wall. Once they had landed, they entered the forest. Spyro looked around the bushes and tree trunks, expecting to see a small creature of some sort. He was so busy looking around, he hadn't noticed Ember had stopped and bumped into her. Ember was about to make a flirtatious remark, but stopped herself at the last second. Are we here? Spyro looked around, still not seeing anything.
You brought him,
the mysterious dragon said excitedly. Spyro's gaze shook up to the branches above him. The green dragon was peering around at him, down at him curiously, and leaped from the branches onto the forest floor. It stood on two legs instead of four like Spyro and the other dragons did. Its front limbs were its brightly colored wings. Spyro swallowed hard. The dragon was easily 3 times his height.
Hello,
it said, leaning close to Spyro. The purple dragon noticed a bitter sour smile coming from the fangs that jutted up from its lower jaw. Hello, Spyro stammered, unsure of what else to say. You were here tells me you needed my help. He glanced at the big dragoness who was watching him intensely.
Ah, yes.
The dragon nodded as if it had forgotten why it requested help in the first place.
I'm lost. I wish to find my way home.
Where do you come from? Spyro asked, feeling a bit more certain of himself.
I'm not certain.
The dragon cocked his head sideways. You mean you don't remember? Spyro looked surprised. He said he came from the Channel Forest at the end of the Silver River. And put in,
Ah, yes, the Silver River.
The dragon nodded excitedly. Spyro looked at Ember. The dragon was kind of dumb, but there was no other way to say it. Well, then shall we go now? He turned back to the dragon. Maybe if we leave now, we can get there by nightfall.
No, we can't leave now,
the dragon protested. Spyro and Ember both jumped at the tension in his voice. Why not? Ember asked.
My kind cannot see well in daylight. Night is when we see best. Night is when we travel.
Oh, Spyro glanced at Ember again.
You leave tonight? Leave me home?
The dragon leaned towards Spyro again. The probe drug is not just flat descent. Alright then. Spyro nods somewhat reluctantly. We'll be back as soon as it gets dark out. You turn back towards the edge of the forest. Until then we should all get some rest.
Yes, rest!
The dragon nodded vigorously and scrambled back up the branches above and curled his wings over his head.